Hey guys, welcome to the MKAU show. I'm Stace, I'm your host today. We have Simon.
Shaven Wookie.
We have Dale.
MCI.
And we have Melican.
Okay,
Melican!
Yeah. Also known as Maddie. Known as
Pickle
Tube. And just Shaven Wookie.
Just Shaven Wookie.
So today we're actually going to talk about two topics. We're going to talk about San Diego Comic-Con, and we're going to talk about the life of a streamer. Okay, so I thought we'd start with San Diego Comic-Con. What did you guys see that interested you? I'll let you guys start the conversation because I always talk for ages.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's got first then?
I'll go first.
Yeah,
there was a few things. The fact that it's San Diego Comic-Con is really heavily TV based now.
Yes.
For me. And I don't know if anyone else has noticed it. Like, very few movies really get announced. It's just TV.
Well, it's all the networks, the new TV networks and stuff like that. They're trying to, streaming,
like
all
DC streaming and all that.
All the streaming services.
Yeah. Where else would they go? Disney has their big event on, so
boasting their new channel, like streaming channel network.
Yeah.
That's pretty big with that as well.
Yeah, but you do get some good gems. And there's always been. These guys on the phone.
Ding!
Sorry, I gotta mute my phone.
There's always been special events, and San Diego is the place for it. Like there was the new Top Gun movie that was announced. That was really good to see. A bit of a flashback. And then there was Picard. It was good to see.
I'm so keen for that.
Yeah, I'm excited about that one.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Inner Trekkie coming back out.
Yeah. I'm a Trekkie. Yeah.
Picard. There was a few TV shows, trailers that were announced, like Arrow and the last season of Arrow, by the way, and The Flash. But it just seems like a lot of things were announced after San Diego Comic-Con.
They push more of it,
dropped,
just more of announcements.
Yeah. It's for me, I think it was Picard and Top Gun, pretty much.
Top Gun's up there.
Yeah, Top Gun's up there.
I think, to be honest, Comic-Con this year actually was more exciting than E3.
Yeah.
In a way?
Yeah.
There was a lot more,
all the teasers.
Wow.
Just all the big teasers. Just how they presented the teasers was really good.
And there was quite a bit of original content, which was
But everyone
cool.
based a lot of stuff around Comic-Con happening,
Yep.
events in general. And that's
Yep.
not just things happening there. Like a lot of the gaming industry was basing a lot of everything across events around Comic-Con time. Promotions, deals, everything going on Comic-Con time. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Any hits this side of the room?
Look, I didn't pay too much attention to it, to be completely honest. I just thought, it's just another convention, basically. But seeing sort of aftermath of, the announcements for upcoming MCU stuff, Picard, Top Gun again, as you said. Kind of excited for Picard. Also, some of the stuff for the MCU looks like it's going to be pretty good.
But that's what I mean. The next phase is majority TV series for their streaming. It's not movies where their phase was always movies. They're going to heavily focus on, hey, not just watch these movies to catch up on stuff. You're going to have to watch the TV shows as well.
Yeah.
It's really weird to see how that's going to play out. That's a big jump. They had the other shows, kind of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. kind of do it, but you didn't really have to watch those.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like with these, you're going to have to watch these TV shows, which is kind of are people going to have that much time to want to put into those TV shows like the movies, or what's going to happen? And if things don't go the way they aim with pulling people in, if it crashes, how is it going to affect the timeline, projection?
Back sort of thing.
It's kind of a big game because it's more than half of it was streaming for their network, which is I don't know, it's going to be interesting.
No, but in total it was, for me, just another, admittedly it would have been awesome to go to.
Oh god, yeah.
But we're kind of stuck here in Australia. And it would have been awesome to go to, but it was just another convention with a couple of announcements.
Yeah.
In my opinion, at least.
To just make it over dramatic.
Yeah.
Blow it out of proportions.
Well, what's really weird for me is I don't actually watch a lot, too much TV. I don't normally watch a lot of YouTube. I watch videos on topics rather than watching, TV series.
Yeah.
Stacey's not Netflix and chill.
I'm not a Netflix and chill kind of person. But I do have lots of dot points as usual.
Oh,
So I will say some of mine, and you're just gonna like add in what
Yeah.
you'd like to
Yeah.
say. So one, Picard. I grew up as a
Oh, God,
Trekkie.
yeah.
My mum could speak Klingon when I was a kid. So I was brought up as a Trekkie. So I love that you can see the old classic characters.
Well, that's the other thing. The thing that got me too
like
is
Data, how they pull out the train.
Yes,
It's
they
all
bring
in
that
in
back,
parts.
but like
the chills.
looking at Picard, have you guys watched that other Star Trek series they did?
Voyager.
Discovery.
Oh, I did watch
Well,
it.
they, like how that was
Yeah.
not. I watched bits of it and it didn't seem like it felt.
Oh, the new
Like
the
Star
new
Trek?
Star
Well,
Trek.
they also
But yet
announced a Star
Picard-
Trek animated series
Yeah.
at the convention
But
as well.
Picard really feels
back to
kind
its
of like
roots.
classic. Like it's very
Yeah,
modern,
yeah,
but
yeah.
like it feels like period. Like it's dated as well. Like it's interesting.
It
to see
feels
that
like
they kind
James
of-
T. Kirk, but it also feels
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
Picard.
They've
you
done.
know?
It looks really well
Vintage,
how they've
but-
advertised it.
Recent.
That's why I'm keen.
Yeah, and I love that they brought a crossover characters like from Voyager.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
7 and 9. Yeah, that
Oh,
was
that's
sick.
just like
yeah.
Like, you know how they always have a twist
that
to the
man
end of
did my pants.
good trailers. Yeah. For you guys, like, I'm kind of excited, but not too much, because I wasn't on the hype train when it started, but like I began to love Rick and Morty after everyone was
Love
like,
Rick and
Yeah.
Morty.
you must watch Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
So I put that in there because I knew you guys would love that. We got to see a bit more of The Witcher. We talked about The Witcher, I think,
Yes,
Yep.
that's right. I was trying to think what it was.
last
Witcher,
was it last podcast or podcast 4? Might have
so
been last
keen.
podcast.
I think it was last podcast because last podcast we were talking about
Video game movies.
Video game movies, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this is actually looking fairly decent.
So
Yeah.
that looks really good. I like that it doesn't really look like the game. I didn't think I would.
well, more they're following more from the books. I didn't
Yeah,
really
yeah.
reference that it was
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the game existed.
Yeah.
When the trailer they go,
Yeah.
this is like based from the books. Our interpretation. We're going to just ignore the games
Yep.
and follow it from there. And that's kind of good that they're not making it
Yeah,
reference to the
they pulled
game.
influences from the game, but they said they're following more towards the book. And
Rather
the
than-
directors have even said, because I was worried, like I'm like, oh my god, it's just going to be like a drama, and it's all going to be about a love
mean like a
story
Game of
and
Thrones
stuff. Yeah,
kinda, yeah,
but they've
no.
said no, it's about the action and the monsters,
Yeah,
and it was
that's
good to
good.
see them in the
Well, that
trailer.
last scene with the giant spider coming out of
Yeah.
the swamp.
Yes.
I was a little bit disappointed though with that shot because he didn't have the two swords on his back, he only had
Yep.
one.
Yeah, well, that could easily change too.
Yeah.
Effects just digitally in place
Yeah,
of
look
sword.
at, look at Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One I'm a little bit in a hit and a little bit in a miss is The Watchmen.
Watchmen?
Yeah.
Oh, series,
Yeah.
yeah.
It doesn't look as gritty as the movies. or
Well,
the
it's
comics.
after the movies.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so it is after because some.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like it's mixed in between, during, and I'm guessing
I
it's
thought it was
during
a
and
bit-
after.
I think it
Because
has
it's
Tied in and it's
flashbacks.
to kind of extend off of it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Rorschach's in it.
Yeah,
But there's also a cult that worships Rorschach.
Oh,
Because reason why it's parts of it's afterwards is because the diary that Rorschach leaves at the end of the movie
Yep.
that gets published in newspaper.
See, I didn't read that much
And
into it.
people saw it and went, "All right, this was and they had the cult of Rorschach.
I believe the comic book man over here.
Yep.
He's my go-to expert. If I have a question when I'm fighting with someone on Facebook, I go to Simon.
Yeah.
So I have a few misses. See, I wasn't excited for Top Gun.
No,
Yeah,
no,
no,
I'm
no,
like,
either.
don't bring that nostalgia back for
I'm
me.
sorry,
Just leave that
I don't
in the
like
past.
Tom Cruise.
I just like the fact.
Yeah.
I don't like
that
Tom Cruise
it's-
either.
It is a very
Yeah.
Tom
was,
Cruise.
It was very Tom Cruise, but it was nice
Took a
to
long
see something
time.
that was a surprise, but not
yeah,
really.
it's so left field that you wouldn't
It-
expect.
it
to
was
Fight
see
me
an-
that.
about it. Go.
It was announced a while ago, and we were waiting and waiting. I'm going,
Yeah.
bring back a bit of 80s nostalgia.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was, it was nice to kind
Actually-
of go, I liked that when I was a kid.
It might be hitting that trend again, aren't we? We might be hitting that.
What, the 80s?
The 80s.
Yeah, the remakes.
Yeah.
Well, speaking
Oh,
of
wait,
that,
not remakes, but like sequels, because we've got.
Oh, we're always
On and
bringing
off of it.
sequels. There's sequels all the time. And there's the
Anniversaries. It's kind of
Ghostbusters
like anniversary
sequel, and I'm surprised they didn't actually show off any stuff about Ghostbusters movie, the new
True.
one.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I was surprised about. They didn't show.
well,
yeah.
speaking of 80s nostalgia, like one of my other misses was Terminator. I know Linda
yeah,
Hamilton's in it, but she was like, yeah, cool. She's cool. But
Beating a dead horse.
yeah, it is. I'm like, I'm done with Terminator. I'm done.
But like now it's Arnie like character being I guess wasn't it more
Wow.
human? Isn't that introducing like his
Background crew, be
The
quiet.
new
When they
movie
trying to,
is
like-
supposed to be after T2.
yeah.
So they don't account the other storylines.
It's like trying to
other
retcon
movies.
and then not retcon. It's like weird. It's
Yeah. Even though
timing.
after T2, you know, Arnie
Time travel.
dies.
It's messed up.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
No, the only thing that got me, another thing that got me was with going back to the MCU
Yep.
is just the actors that they've pulled in.
Ooh, that was my
If you
next
get
point.
into it? Well, yeah, what were
I
you-
wasn't too... Like, everyone's excited for Phase 4, but when I looked at the titles, I'm like, I don't
was
really
expecting
care
a little
about the
bit
Loki
more.
thing.
Yeah.
I don't really care
It'd be
about
cool,
Vision
but-
and Wanda.
Yeah,
Like, Doctor Strange, yeah, that's pretty sick.
yeah.
The What Ifs, awesome.
What Ifs?
Yeah,
Yes,
What If
I'm
comics-
keen for that.
I think are
That's
better
what
than
I'm
some of the
keen
Yeah.
mainline
Animated?
stories.
Yeah, it did hint at
Yep.
the Marvel zombies.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Because
and that's
you've got the zombies in the Marvel, well, not in the Marvel logo, but in the
in the
In the
picture,
title,
the-
yeah.
the
Yeah.
title. Yeah, and that's hinting at the series that was Marvel Zombies, where basically the entire Marvel universe gets turned into zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in that series, like, they're not full zombies like the zombies, but
They're kind of like sentient zombies,
Yeah,
hey? They're kind of...
Everyone's just
yeah,
undead.
sentient zombies where they still have their
was-
intelligence. They just hunger for
I was
human
flicking through
flesh.
that the other day, wasn't it? It was because I remember flicking through. It was Galactus, wasn't it?
Galactus does get eaten.
Because he.
Nom,
I'm
nom, nom.
trying to think. Someone had caused everyone to be. I don't know. I remember flicking
No,
through
no,
it.
it was a
Galactus was like
superhero.
the being
it's
thing. I can't remember.
It's weird if you read the whole series. It's
I've got it,
like a
but-
time loop.
Yeah.
It's a paradox.
Yep.
So by the time they do contain it in an alternate universe, the Watcher decides. I'm spoiling it here. Decides to
an old-
send a superhero back in time.
It's not spoiled
to
if it's
original-
comic
It's
books
old.
first.
It's old.
It's old.
Yeah.
But you know, it's kind of a paradox if you finish up the series, and they're sentient, so they have, their memory. It's just that they hunger for flesh. And
Yeah, well, that's they're
essentially the
perfectly
entire
normal.
universe.
Like that's exactly it. They were just hungering for flesh. I remember reading bits of it.
Yeah, and it goes
And they
into
just
the
kept
multiverse.
turning each kind of superhero into a zombie, but they were just like, "Oh, we're perfectly fine." It's like, "Oh, I just want brains though." But then,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was like when Quicksilver
Like-
gets turned into a zombie, he just goes around and runs around the entire planet and infects everyone, turns them all into zombies, and just eats them all. Because he's that fast. But it goes into multiverse as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So yeah, I wasn't too excited about Phase 4. What do you think about Natalie Portman coming back as Jane Foster's
Well, that's the
It's
thing.
canon.
Thor?
Yeah.
It's canon.
I'm happy they're doing
I'm
Lady
hap-
Thor. What,
yeah, that's the other
what's
thing, too, 'cause
an
that's the
Ultimate
joke
Thor,
going
Extreme
around.
Thor? It's got a special name. It's got a-
I can't remember.
She's got a special name.
Love and Thunder is the movie.
Yeah, well,
but
the movie
comic
is, yeah,
from
Love
the
and
Yeah,
universe
based on
comic,
the
so-
comic though.
Yeah.
Also, was it
It's
the
not
Ultimate
just
Universe?
Thor,
Or
it's
was it
like-
the-
I don't know, Thor the Ultimate. Something like that.
one of
Anyway,
the alternate things, yeah.
I think Natalie Portman is bland as hell as Jane Foster, and I wasn't
It'd be interesting
excited.
to see.
It's
of her
with
as
Tiki Watiti.
Taika, yeah.
Taika. Yep.
Taika. He brings a spin.
He has a good twist to
Yeah.
it.
He has a good twist. So
But that's the thing too. Like, even though she's gonna have it, is it gonna be like halfway through? Is it gonna be like just at the end as like a little
Yeah.
tease kind of thing? Like, what's he gonna do? Or is it gonna be like a part way through the thing where she's just like, "I've got the hammer," and then she's like, "Yeah," and then it's just like he's got it back.
or it's just
Yeah.
her the entire movie as Thor, and Thor's just off playing Fortnite.
Well, he's still trying to like lose weight or something like that.
I just hope though she turns it up because she was boring as hell. as
Most
Jane
things
Foster.
she is, or anything
She was boring in Star Wars too, though. So
Star Wars, V for Vendetta, like
Yeah.
she's got kind of character there, but she doesn't want to put anything into it.
like she's nice to look at. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah,
She's gorgeous.
very.
She's been really good in other things, but I just thought she was bland as.
Black Swan. She's
Yeah.
terrific in that.
Yeah, see, I didn't say that.
But she's that type of actress. She's like that certain type of role.
Yep.
It is tricky.
And the last one oh sorry, did you want
Yeah, I was
Who are
about
you?
to say it's hopefully with the director he'll spin it up a bit, and he did rejuvenate Thor.
Yeah.
Oh god,
Yeah.
yeah. He's
Ragnarok was awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And with Ragnarok, him
Where do
doing
you
the
go with the
next
story?
one, he should do his nice little spin on it. And, from what you'll see, what you guys have been saying about Natalie Portman, he should do a nice spin on it, and it might
He
even change.
might
Maybe
bring
there'll
her
be
out
a
of
joke
her
about it there
shell.
somewhere.
Yeah,
It'll be as a
yeah.
joke.
He'll make her come
Yeah,
out
to
of
a
her
point.
And
shell.
Natalie Portman has done comedy before.
And that's the thing. I don't think it'll be her becoming, but I think it's not going to be a serious way of her coming Thor. It's going to be humorous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
going to be back
exactly.
this whole gag thing. I feel like.
Well, with the name Love and Thunder, what do you expect?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be
Yeah.
some kind of gag. Like I don't know. I'm kind of cool to see that. Who he is, you know, and anyone else is surprised. I'm surprised they got Angelina Jolie.
Oh yeah.
Bringing her into the MCU, I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's pretty
It's a
cool.
bit random.
I love her.
They announced Eternals as well.
That's big. That's something with all these people that they're just bringing out.
And my last thing was like, WTF was the cats.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah.
How cringeworthy was that? People
We
were,
had the Sonic trailer.
yeah,
That's actually making Sonic look okay now.
yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna say. People cringed at Sonic. People even cringed at goddamn Lion King. I thought that was brilliant, right? The CGI in Lion King was too realistic, and then all of a sudden they've just slapped celebrity faces
Cats.
on CGI cats and butchered
Everything's CGI. Like,
one of my
there's
grandma's
no-
favorite musicals.
They could have easily just given them outfits and just had them run around the outfits. Like, it's
Yeah.
not that hard.
That's what I
had
said
other people
to
like,
my
there's
friend
not-
the other day. The same
Rename
thing.
cats
Just
into
put
furries, the
the
movie,
celebrities in.
Because I didn't even look like people. It didn't even look like
OG
people wearing
costumes.
cat suits to then
No.
photo the faces on. Like, these are full, like, looking like they're mocapped. And then CGI'd everything. Like, just like have other people in suits running around acting and then just mocap, like, then track the faces on.
Yeah.
That would even look okay. Like,
Yeah.
I think we're looking from a perspective that is essentially we actually haven't seen the stage play, nor we would probably want to see it. So
I'm there,
that's
but I know.
probably where we're coming from. That's probably the best.
But I guess it is a
perspective.
trailer, though, too,
But-
so it might clean up by the time the full
Yeah,
release comes
yeah.
out, but I'm not interested.
I doubt it.
Yeah, but I don't think it was actually really good to announce it. I don't think
It's not. It's not worthy to be announced.
placed at
It's not something you
Comic-Con,
announce
yeah.
at Comic Con.
No, not exactly. You just announce it somewhere else.
Well, it's
Yeah.
pretty bad when you. I watched it and went, is this a joke? Like,
Yeah, that's. I
Is someone just putting this out for a laugh?
I thought
Yeah.
it was like a Conan kind of
Like,
joke,
it's some,
'cause
yeah,
he
Saturday
does
Night
Comic-Con.
Live kind of thing. Conan's, you know.
Yeah, Conan pops out.
Because that's like
nowhere.
with James Gordon, like his show that he does. He
Well,
does all that kind of
yeah.
stuff. Like, that's what is it? One of those kind of skit things from the James Gordon show.
Yeah,
like,
and he's in
What
it.
the hell? I don't know. That was not worth San Diego release at all.
But overall, San Diego Comic Con was.
I enjoyed it.
I watched quite a lot of things
I would
online
go.
about it.
I'd put it that way. I'd
Yeah.
go, but
Oh, that would always be nice to go.
It'd be a hell of an experience.
yeah.
All right. Well, moving on to our next topic for our podcast, we're actually talking about streaming. So, Mixer's just rolled out their, I think, phase 3. It might be phase 2. Phase 2 or phase 3 of the changes they're doing to build their community. So, with that changes came new Mixer Ember, like monetization. Okay, so it sounds like they're starting to phase out Sparks. They're going to bring sub buttons to all streamers, not just partners. Very much like Twitch,
Okay.
the Twitch affiliation program.
So you can follow better.
Yep. They're actually going to kill the Mixer Create app, which means you can stream anywhere in real life, wherever you go out. And they're doing a program to try and curb toxicity. So, what are our
Remove my
thoughts
shadow ban.
on that?
Are you shadow banned, are you?
After that time, I got actual ban. That's why I've come to realize why no one sees my stuff.
Right.
So I'll have I've watched when you look up things where you can see people tracking the list.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've found that even though I have people watching me, I'm still at the bottom of the list. Even I'm like in there with the 0 people.
I
Like
didn't
What'd you get
even know
banned
that.
for?
that one time I commented on Lance's post and they're like,
As a
we do
joke.
not like this derogative term, and I'm
Ooh.
like, had to work through all that to get my account back, and then I've come to realize after different experiments of stuff that I don't get, like, it's hard trying to search me up. You can't search me up either.
Okay.
So I'm like in that subpar area, so it's frustrating. So that's why I jumped to Twitch and
Yeah, so...
get all the views.
Well, I don't stream,
Yeah.
but I am, will eventually do it.
Yep.
And you do occasionally pop into like our streams and stuff as well. So
Yeah. No,
But-
whoopsie.
I do love, yes, exactly.
yeah.
I do love the Mixer though, because I use that as my recording platform to make my montages. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's one good thing I like about Mixer. Please
So-
don't baby.
From my opinion and what I've heard through the grapevines is a lot of partners are now upset by this because
The hard work.
when everybody's different, then no one's different. So now that partners were the only ones that could have sub buttons, and now everyone can have sub buttons.
Yep.
People start just subbing to everyone and not just partners.
Yeah.
So I think that's one
Everyone kind of
worry.
gets pushed into the big pool kind of thing. And
Yeah.
it's not that you,
Yeah.
like, here's over here,
Yeah.
here's this type. Everyone's just thrown in that one pool.
Yeah, so I've done a bit of research online. I can't find too many details on how it affects partners, but some partners are very vocal about how it is, and a lot have started moving to Twitch, because with Twitch, not only do you get money from your subs, you get money from advertising, which
Yeah.
Mixer has not brought in yet. Which I don't mind, because I hate ads. Ads annoy me. I'll go to Twitch, go to watch someone, and if it starts with
straight
an
off the
ad, I'm out of there.
Yep.
Like, it annoys me.
Yep.
And then I'll go to Mixer to watch someone. But it is a way to keep someone's stream profitable, I guess.
Yeah.
So that is a bonus of Twitch. The fact they're phasing out Sparks, to me, seems a bit on the nose. Because I feel that they brought that in and then didn't realise how easy it was for partners to raise those sparks, because they get paid for every certain amount of sparks that get dumped
Yeah.
in their stream. And I have a friend who can get 40,000 sparks in just 2 days.
Yeah.
So if they're getting, I don't know how much money
Because
they get.
they haven't changed
I'm not
it
a
yet,
partner, but they get quite a bit of money.
So there's that new thing, though. Is it still...
Quite a bit of money.
Have they implemented the new trades, like coin system, whatever it is? Or is it still Sparks?
But it sounds to me like they're phasing out sparks because Mixer
So it's still Sparks.
didn't
you
realise
had
how much
Sparks,
money they're
you've
forking
got
out.
Sparks, you've got Embers.
I'm trying to think,
was-
so I was
Embers
watching
are
that-
like bits from Twitch. You got
Because
to
I
pay
can't remember
for
what it
it.
is. I said so the
And then
Embers
you
gotta
give
pay
them
for,
to
so you
people as a
Because I was
gift.
watching that, because I was on my own stream, because when I was recording, I was trying to, because I couldn't chat, or I didn't read the chat, I had my phone open, and I was watching my little coil in the corner, and it was just churning like it was nothing, like, it's just zinging by.
Yeah.
It's really, and I'm like watching my own stream.
Yeah. So,
Like, it's a bit weird. Like, that's the other thing too, is I don't think you should be able to watch your own stream and earn
yeah.
from it.
And sparks from
Because
it.
kind of like, I guess, roiding this is because then you earn sparks
You're
and
farming.
you kind of like...
Well, and I
Making
think that's the
almost,
problem
it's-
that Mixer's realised. Like, yeah, it's cool they're getting coverage. People are sitting on Mixer all day. But people have made 3 or 4 accounts and they're farming sparks and then dumping them into partners' streams. I don't think they realised how much money they'd have to start forking out Mixer
Yeah,
partners because they're getting so many sparks.
So they're going to be scrapping that.
So I think they're trying to phase out and trying to bring Embers in
Which are
more,
paid.
which people have to pay for
Yeah.
to give to.
That makes more sense.
So then-
make
That's
it so that-
genuine.
make
Mixer
it so
gets
that you
more
don't
of a
get
cut.
so many sparks
Just, yeah,
when
slow
you're
that up.
watching someone.
Because you could modify that too.
Yeah, it wouldn't be hard
Yep.
to change it to reduce the number of sparks that people get per X amount of time.
Yeah, but that still allows people to farm.
It does.
People can
well,
farm, but like it's just
Yeah.
slower rate. Or if they realise that someone's farm, like if there's a kind of, I don't know, there's got to be a process where you got to tell the difference between someone actually watching or someone's just got the
Yep.
stream open. Like there should be a period of time.
So
Like,
I
no
used to
one's gonna
farm. I used to,
generally
like,
just watch
turn
like
it
hours
on,
on time. Like
go
there
to
should be
work.
like
You mean like a Netflix thing, window pops up, are you
Yeah.
still watching this?
click that, and then if it doesn't, then it's like it just
Yeah.
stops giving you sparks. Once you click that, okay, it starts rolling in. So you've got to, even if you are farming, you've got to be there near it to click it or something.
or even then, just like chuck in an algorithm so that you don't earn sparks unless you are legitimately commenting.
Actually,
Yeah, you should be
Partners
getting
hit
sparks
a-
for interaction,
well, actually, the
not
other
for
thing could
viewing.
be another thing. I was thinking that's the same thing. Is you being interactive that could work, or even if you've started off slow, being in there for like 10 minutes, you're earning no sparks. Like if you've been there for maybe half an hour, it starts speeding up. You've been there an hour, picks up
Yeah.
a little bit more. Like even
Yeah.
then that's farming, but it's another slow process.
Yeah.
But then if
Yeah.
you're commenting, it keeps it active. Like you
Yeah.
can balance it out. There are systems that could work.
So,
Yeah.
Simon, what were you saying? You were saying obviously you don't stream at the moment, but you're going to
Yeah.
be. So what were your thoughts on?
Well, with everyone having a sub button, it does make an even, like, as an open playing
So
field.
I actually
Well,
like
actually, that's
it.
what I'm thinking.
I
Is it
like
sub
it.
or is it still going to have the follow? That's the other thing too. Is they going to have the follow still, or are they going to scrap that and it's just changing it to sub?
No, it's follow and sub.
So it's going to have
Follow
both.
and
So you can support.
I reckon it'd be
something.
like Twitch in that, like you can follow someone so you know when they're live, but if you actually want to give them money and have extra stuff, you
every
got the
month,
sub
like
button.
you sub and then you.
I
tour
would
them
say
every
there's a positive and a negative. One, it makes an even playing field. But at the same time, you're pretty much like the people that earned that sub button.
That put the work in.
Yeah, put the work in. You've just pretty much shat all over them.
It's like here's someone that's done all the hard
Yeah,
work for
you can
years.
understand why the partners are upset. But then
And
for
he's a kid that's
people
come along
like,
for like maybe a week,
Yeah.
and he's just like, oh look,
Yeah.
I got these subs, blah
Yeah.
blah blah.
but in saying that, people deserve to support people they like that may not be partners.
Yeah.
Like I've worked pretty hard. Like I've got almost 3K. Not blowing smoke up my own ass,
But you've worked for it though. You've put that time in.
back
and
when
the
I
effort
streamed every day, like
And
I put in all this effort, and I knew I was never gonna
in.
get,
Yes, wow, I mean,
Never
I
gonna get
very
partnership.
Because I can really flash.
you know,
I'm always-
because my viewers are degenerates like me. Knew I was never gonna get partnership. But I still had a solid following. You
This
know?
is the thing. I feel like if you've managed to get partnership, I feel like you should be able to
Tier up.
still benefit from Sparks.
They should make a new
Yeah.
tier. or
So
something.
you should. I feel like you should be able to subscribe to anyone you feel like it. I feel like I feel like that's a good move. Yeah.
Well, they haven't said Sparks are gone. They've said it in wording that is really
I guess kind of saying it is, but it's not.
borderline. You know, you have to read between lines. They've said they're experimenting with monetization.
Microtransactions.
With the Embers and the Sparks. However, I've seen enough salty partners
of
on
which-
Mixer lately that
a lot of those would mostly have more
Yeah.
interconnections and
and
know
I
what's going
understand why
on.
they're upset because that's a steady
That's the
stream.
thing. I would imagine they would know
steady
a lot
stream
more
of
that's
money to
going
them.
on because they actually are partnered with Mixer. That's their
Oh, your
job.
partners
Like,
get emails. They know about the changes way before we
exactly.
do.
And that's why a lot of them will be talking about.
And
Like,
this has been rolled out over months. It's not like
Yeah.
they've
they're
started.
tired of being quiet
you know.
because they're
Just
finding
like
out more
a
of what's
day
going
one,
on.
that's it. This is what's
Yeah.
happening.
I mean, it is growing.
Progressive.
Mixer is getting bigger and bigger.
Because partners, generally, this is their job. So their steady stream of money from
yeah,
Sparks is coming to an end.
But I can understand where Mixer's coming from because it was the big one was always Twitch.
Yeah.
Mixer
Yeah,
started
yeah.
taking off.
And Twitch has always been known to people go, I'm earning this much, I can quit my job now and stream full time.
Yeah.
And
But that's but you got to think too, not just the streamers. You got to think, I guess too, from the Mixer being a business, a company as well. The people that work for them, and they got to try and keep afloat as well, I guess. And I guess they're trying to make these changes to keep them up as well.
For people that are like earning a living
just-
and it is their job now,
Not just streamers, like
you're pretty much, muddying the water for them. Kind of going, well, you're taking that money away.
yeah, it's kind of
because
because you got D Live now starting to take off even more, being
Yeah.
sponsored with PewDiePie like as their name brand,
Yeah.
and then you've got
their
YouTube trying
face
to
of
take it off
D-Live.
even more, but the streaming networking as well.
Facebook streaming,
Yeah,
as
and all
well,
that.
yeah.
Facebook is still pretty low key, like it's not really taken off, but YouTube is picking up a little bit.
Facebook, you've got to have something in your account that says you're interested in gaming, and otherwise you just don't see it whatsoever.
And that's the big thing with that. Like I know Fortnite's been trying to push that, come back to the Fortnite wheel that I always do, but because they actually had a thing recently because they're doing live streams now. Fortnite are directly live streaming through YouTube, and you can link up your account through YouTube to actually like there's a stat like in the
that's
settings there's
smart
like a link thing,
partnership.
and they're trying to do that to partner up because if you watch their live streams or some of their videos, you actually unlock content in Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a weird system, but they're trying to push live streaming on YouTube through that network. And it's weird that that's trying to grow there, but it's like you've got Twitch that used to, or they've been on Mixer as Fortnite networks on Mixer, like they're trying to branch out.
Yeah.
And streaming's just...
I thought the
Struggling.
curbing toxicity thing was quite interesting. Like wherever you go
There's always
with
toxicity.
streaming, there's going to be toxicity. They're trying to give moderators more tools. Yeah, more tools of control.
Get my
And
banana
more being able to control your chat more.
Which
so,
is good.
for the actual streamer. So I think that's
So many
good.
people that just come in just to be idiots.
It's also though, it's also a bit stifling because it's kind of part of. Oh, this is horrible to say, but toxicity is always going to be part of gaming. It's almost
Anywhere, but
a
it's
part of
everything.
gaming. Not saying that all toxicity does, but if they're going to ban just like swear words, like
censoring.
What-
If it gets
what's
too
the
if they're
Censoring
going to
an
censor
R18
everything, yeah. So I don't
But
know
it's
how I
saying-
feel about it.
I think
They've already
if
been
it's
pretty
their
hard.
stream, they have a right to choose.
Well, that's exactly what had my issue. Going back to me being banned, I didn't even choose. Just straight up, Mixer goes, "Oh, you said a derogative term. We're banning.
Yeah.
We're giving you a ban." It's like, well,
Which it wasn't
shouldn't
even.
Be,
It just
But it
looked
should
like
be a ban
one.
for that stream.
it should be up to the
and-
stream. Like, it should be from them. Like, I don't know. Someone must have reported it, but like, it should be okay. Your comment's been removed. Okay, this person's blocked you from the, and it should go through a stage and go. Okay, then Mixer goes. Okay, we've seen this is happening.
Yeah.
Then we should block. But like, not just like ban people. Like, it's
I can understand
a guide.
bigotry, like and racist words, things
Constantly
like
coming
that,
up, like,
as
from a
auto
user.
bans if they
Yeah.
come up
But-
possibly. But
it is a slippery
It's just
slope on how you
keywords
can
and
take
it's
it,
gonna ban.
because you could just ban someone because you're like, oh, I don't like your name, or it can be taken by any way. So it's
Where's it?
kind of where is it going to start? Where is it going to end?
We don't know where the line. Yeah.
Yeah,
where
exactly.
A line is crossed.
There's always
It's where
that.
you can
It's
where
a
you can go.
sketchy line.
Yeah, exactly. It's a slippery slope.
It's a slippery slope. All right. Move on to the next topic that relates then. So, what makes a good streamer?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I don't know. But no, not okay. No, that's not what our question is.
Hold
Like,
your
good.
horses there.
No, but that's the thing though. There's a difference between and actually being good, like as in entertaining.
Yeah.
and
This is the big joke. This will get you pretty much anywhere, but that's not just streaming. That's just in life.
My kids don't
All right. Well, I want to do a public service announcement. Our opinions on this in no way reflect what actually makes a good streamer. I do not say that I'm a good streamer.
I think it's
I
something.
do not say Maddie's a good streamer. I do not say Dale's a good streamer.
I don't stream.
I'm honestly,
streamer.
I'm not that great of a streamer.
We aren't pros. Everyone's different. Everyone's cup of tea is different. Some like lots of sugar. Some don't.
I think what
Some
makes,
like Minecraft. Some don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
but I think
so-
what makes a good streamer is someone that's engaging with their audience.
Yeah.
Someone that's actually entertaining, which are the people that
Yeah.
are partnered, that are actually deserving because that's their job.
Yeah.
They're entertainers. That's what pretty much it is. It's an entertainment platform.
Exactly. That's what they're working
mean-
for. That's their job. If people can take their content, they'll continue and come back. For me, first off, the thing that always gets me is it isn't always the streamer. It's what they stream, the content.
The interest,
Yeah,
common.
exactly. It's they're going to play. If they're just going to sit there and talk, you're kind of going, why am I watching this? Why am I here? And why do
Well,
they
that's
have
exactly it. I've
subs?
watched a lot of people like stream games that I like, but they're not even playing them. They're watching other people's streams. It's like you're just leeching off other people's content.
But
Like
yeah,
play yourself.
it goes back to the entertainment. Like I'll watch a stream if it's like an IRL, like on Twitch. Like I'll watch it because of the content creator.
Yeah.
It comes
Well,
down to
yeah,
that.
there's two
So-
type of viewers. There's
entertaining,
people
yeah.
that go to watch the game being played, and there's
Yeah.
some that go for that person.
Yeah, exactly.
There's two types of communities.
And
There's a
this is the
balance.
thing, like, going back to, obviously, my rude comment. They will, yes, something like that might potentially draw you in, but if the person is as boring as anything, or the game they're playing is ridiculously boring, you don't stay for it. You
No,
don't stay
and,
for
you,
it.
and you'll notice that though. You'll notice that a lot of those streamers will show more because they've got nothing else to give.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you notice the difference. You'll notice the more that cover up, but I'll show it every now and then.
Yeah.
Know that they're how they're working it, but they know that they're entertaining.
Which goes back to what do you want? You want quality or quantity?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's for me personally, it's the quality of the stream, the person that's streaming up,
Yeah.
what they're streaming.
Exactly.
It's like whether you like the game or not. It's how the person reacts.
Yeah.
There's people with like, hardly any subscribers at all, if any, a few followers, but yet I'll still watch them because the way they are. Like that's
Yeah, I've been in the streams
And
and
that's
they're,
exactly
they're
it.
just fresh streamers. I'm like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
go Glen Coco because you're going to be good because you're entertaining.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's when.
This-
Oh,
sorry,
go on.
no, I was
No, I was
you
gonna say,
go
what gets me is because you see a lot of streamers that are like that, and I hate the ones where you see that have all these followers and all these like trying to like they make it seem like they're really amazing, but then they play games and they don't know what the hell they're doing. Like
Yeah.
I can understand you're fresh at playing a game, but there's a difference between like first time playing something or but then having no knowledge of it and just shitting all over it.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's like you learn about a game because of the streamer.
Yeah.
Because you'd go, oh,
Because
okay.
they're playing their favorite games usually, or it's like bring back nostalgia.
Or,
but-
or if they'll play a game and go like, oh, I haven't seen this
cringy
game
stream is
before,
just,
and then
oh.
because on how the streamer is, you actually kind of go, hey, I want to play this game now because they're bringing it to you in a way that's entertaining, and it makes the game entertaining that
Yeah,
makes you
exactly.
want to play, which is another reason why streamers,
Well, see,
are
I
popular.
I hate Call of Duty for the most
Yep.
part. The reason I got it was basically from watching your streams.
Aww.
Like, I started with MKAU because I
Yeah.
was watching Stace's streams and
Yeah.
I was watching Lance's streams, and that's basically.
And we kick butt, by the way, and I'm
Yeah,
better
yeah.
than him.
They're
Don't let
really
him tell
good
you different.
players, so
I just
you
hate
know,
Call of Duty, but I
don't
keep buying them.
1v1 them. But this is the thing. Like, I I bought that game after watching you play.
Yeah.
You're an entertaining streamer.
Yeah.
Aw, thanks,
Your
man.
attitude is fantastic, and I know you're trying to turn it down a little bit, but it's funny.
You make me blush.
Don't get... But she knows how to entertain you, motherfuckers.
She knows how to entertain. At no point does stay on stream.
And people come back.
Yeah, exactly.
And they know that she's not going to get...
Speaking
It
of
goes
which,
back to
guess like a
quality,
boy.
not quantity.
speaking of which, I'm pretty sure you owe us another shoey by now, don't you?
I do. Almost. I'm
Except for that one time someone
I'm
had their
like
ass out on
40
stream.
away from
Was there someone who
3K.
had their ass out on your stream one time?
Yeah, I think it was my sister. We won't say that.
That was like-
But
on
yeah,
camera.
I agree with what everyone's saying here. What makes a good streamer is someone who is entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone who, I will more so sit down and watch somebody who's actually good at a game.
And that's
Yeah.
the thing, she's one of the ones that have actually broken the stigmatism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go and watch pretty much any other female streamer, not all of them by all means, but you go and watch almost every other female streamer, and they've generally got because that's what draws
all they have.
people like us in. That was creepy, dude. I mean, I know I'm bad, but wow, okay. But yeah, you've got to be entertaining, and in my opinion,
Exactly.
you've got to be good at the game as well. Like,
Yes.
I don't like watching a game where somebody is particularly bad at it.
Oh,
It's
see, I
definitely
disagree
hard,
with that a
though.
little
I mean, there
bit.
are some
when
good
they're
ones,
bad,
depends.
it's pretty
Oh,
funny.
no, but I have
It's
seen-
pretty
I
entertaining.
have seen that some that have been bad, but actually
Yeah.
entertaining about it. They'll work
Yeah,
with that
yeah,
being bad.
they
But
gotta-
there's some that just like don't know what the hell they're doing, and you can clearly see that they're
They gotta work
struggling
with it.
and they're
Yeah.
just like they're not even trying to like
Yeah.
fix it. They're just
They gotta
horribly
own it.
struggling.
They
It's
gotta
just like,
own it.
Oh, it's just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
See, I
That's
haven't
what
come
scream-
across that side
scream
of
at the
thing yet.
TV
It's
and just on my
been-
computer screen, just
yeah.
be like, "You're an idiot." It's not that hard to put two sticks together and make a wooden sword.
That's me on Minecraft. I cannot play that game.
I actually, speaking of Minecraft, I played that a couple of days ago. I'm
Yeah.
like,
I
how do
saw
I
you.
put a stick together?
I was going to join
Yeah.
you, but I
That's
was
what
like,
he's talking about.
I'm loving that everyone's getting back on the
Wait, are you
Minecraft
talking
train.
about Minecraft? You sure?
I'm loving it. Everyone's
Putting
getting back
sticks
into
together.
it.
I was putting something together, but there's some new stuff in Minecraft which is pretty
Oh,
cool. But that's a
God,
time
yeah.
for another stream anyway. Another
I
another
can sort
podcast.
So the boys might be a little bit against attention-seeking streams, but I'm not going to bash any streamers. But my first dot point is very similar to what they're saying, and stream whatever makes you happy.
Yeah.
And no offense, if it's a boring game and it makes them happy, it's going to be entertaining no
Yeah,
matter
exactly.
what. In my eyes.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Like I'll stream some hella boring games. Like at times, Life is Strange gets a little bit flat.
Oh,
But
God,
if you're
yeah, okay.
talking there, making jokes about what they're saying, if
That's basically
if
it.
you're happy
Not
with what you're playing, you'll be entertained
You
no
intertwine
matter
your own
what.
story.
Like
Yeah.
you were trying to get the audience involved when you were
Yeah.
playing Life is Strange and stuff. You're like, okay, which option
That's
should
exactly
I
what I
choose?
like about interactive games. They're the
Yeah.
best things
Yeah.
for streams.
Get your audience involved.
And that's the thing, actually, that's another thing. I've actually seen people where they're playing interactive games and not be like, where do we want to go? Like, trying to talk to the audience and get them to choose. They're just like, oh, I'll just do this. That's kind of cool. Yeah, you're playing a game yourself, but I reckon the interactive games like that to make choices
Oh, yeah.
are the best to work with your
Well,
audience.
I like it when streamers are playing a multiplayer game.
Yeah.
Where they basically go, hey, look, you want to jump in.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's,
Yeah.
I've played with streamers before, like a
Oh.
Half-Life deathmatch.
My favorite is playing Call of Duty with Jason Mewes.
Just nice.
Oh yeah, see.
Yeah.
I love playing that. That was when he
what's great
first started
about
streaming on
streaming.
Facebook, and he was I actually got him on my friends list.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty lit.
That's what's
It's
cool
fun to
about
play with.
streaming. It
Yeah,
brings you
I
together.
played Half-Life 2 deathmatch. Oh no, it was Half-Life 1 deathmatch with Pesty.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was pretty awesome. It was blast.
And
from
it is
the
so
past.
great.
Yeah, it
to,
was
like-
so good because it was like you interact. I think the main points is interacting with your audience.
Yes.
Whether it's not just during the stream, but actually with the game if it's
Yes.
multiplayer. That goes with quality, not quantity. Like, you know, in that sense of that, where basically, you know, it's not out. You know, it's. And I think also it's.
Well, that's another weird thing. Actually, coming back, but I'll let you go.
Yeah, but also it's their entertainment. It's whether they're entertaining as
'Cause-
well. But and then also the last one, whether the game wants is entertaining for the people. Like whether you like the game or not, if they make it interesting, that's.
Well, I mean,
that's,
you guys, I know sometimes people make fun about that, but like, I've never been a big streamer. I'm not a big streamer. I'm nowhere. I'm like this little streamer that just streams just for lols because I'm making videos or something like that. But
Yeah.
there's this one kid, you get stocky, like, he's always like to his friends, "Oh, I'm playing with this streamer." Like, I'm not really a streamer, but he's like, "This is my friend. He's a streamer," and he'll always try to like publicize me to everyone. He was always wanting, and we always play all the time. And like, I've got him added on my friends list. I'm like, it's just someone I add. He's just a
You make friends for
kid,
it.
but like, he's like ecstatic. He's more amazed about streaming than I am. I barely stream anymore, but he still refers me as a streamer friend. I'm like, I don't stream anymore.
A lot of people that I watch their streams are people that I've played with.
Yeah.
And it was great that interact with and then watch them and then kind of go, oh yeah, I'm not going to play today, but I'm just going to watch them play.
Yeah.
You know, and say,
it's just
have
so
a chat
weird.
with them, be interactive, and you can have good chat and you know, it's always good too. Like majority, I don't follow, you know, movie streamers. Like majority of the one streamers that I follow, you know, are like friends.
Yeah.
Or like people that I've met playing with it and they go, oh yeah, I stream. Or it's like people that I find entertaining that play the same games I do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Alright, Stash, you got more dot points.
Several more. Like
Well,
12.
On that like point, streaming does bring people together, and it
Definitely.
It's a community.
builds memories. Like shout out to my friend Charlie in LA. He's played with Shroud. He got a shotgun, a dirty shotgun, by the way, a dirty shotgun kill on Shroud, who's like a shooter enigma. Like he is amazing, and he's played with Stone Mountain. You know. So, and he loves the fact that he's been able to play with them. Because streamers today, some streamers are like celebrities.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's the community that they create.
And they create, like, where in the street will most celebrities, like, create an opportunity if you actually do something like that with them?
Yeah.
You know? It'd be like kicking a football around Brad Pitt, just randomly walking on the street. Him be like,
That's
yeah,
like
join
people
my game.
Yeah.
You know? Celebrities don't do that. Whereas these online celebrities will let
I think that's
people
what
play
makes
with
it
them.
better, like, is because
And that's why, even, like, you say you don't have many followers, but that's why your little friend loves playing with you. Because, in a way... Stocky! Shout out to Stocky! It is, in a way, you know, you're a celebrity to someone.
Yeah.
It's such a weird thing sometimes.
It is. But in saying that, then I think there's kind of responsibilities that go with that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Like, one of my
exactly.
dot points is you be good to your regulars.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You respect them.
They keep coming back. They come back because they like you. You know?
Don't dog them.
Yeah, be good to your regulars.
It may be
Because there's streamers
a
that do that.
business for some
Yeah.
people, but
Some
you
people do it,
can't
yeah.
forget where you came from.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They're the
yeah.
people that got you where you
Yeah,
are.
exactly.
And that doesn't
You
mean
never
that some
forget where
streamers
you come
end
from.
up being where they are, take it to the head and just start dogging their old fan base. It's like, if
Yeah.
it wasn't for them, you
Yeah.
wouldn't be where you are. Like, don't be an ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Respect your regulars. So some of the things I put that make a good streamer, and like I said, I don't consider myself a good streamer. I don't even stick to this next stop point, is scheduling.
Oh.
Because people like to know where you are at that time, and if you're a regular, then they're always going to be back there.
Well,
Yeah.
it's-
Not that kind of schedule.
I try to make a
People
schedule,
like to
but
know where you are, so they
think-
can
yeah.
keep watching.
Especially
you know?
once you've got that fan
Try
base,
to
you do
stick
need
to a
a schedule.
schedule.
Well, scheduling's a bit tricky though, because I think it's some people.
Definitely helps if you're established.
Well, yeah. That,
Otherwise,
well, definitely, it's a requirement that you're established. But also depends if you want to, if you want to go for the US crowd. So you
well, that's like a friend of mine. She streams early in the morning. She stays up late to then stream early in the morning.
Yeah,
It's like, to see your US fan base, it's like, that's a struggle. Like,
Yeah,
you're going to sleep at some point. Like, don't be a night owl. I mean, night owl's not a bad
Yeah.
problem. But
well, I'd start a decent time, but then I'd find my stream would start picking up
So you
real
stay
well
on
towards
just
the late.
really late,
So then I'll be
yeah.
like, oh, just one more hour.
Yeah.
Oh, just one more hour, because I'm getting more and more viewers.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was killing me. It was killing me. So I've been on a big hiatus.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying scheduling can be a bit tricky, like especially being in Australia.
Yeah.
I've always found, like, when I get notifications, like,
I
yeah,
guess-
stream it this time. I'm like,
That's-
but I'm at work, dude. I can't watch you. And then I realize 5 minutes later, I'm like, I can watch you.
And
Awesome.
I guess that's another thing
Just
too
don't
when
let
you
the
look at
boss
it,
know.
like the different places of US is bigger, so I guess that's going to be a lot more viewers. But then I guess for Australia, like, how far is streaming come? Like, is it going? Like, is it picking up?
Yep.
Like, where are we in that stream retrospect? Because it's well established in America, everyone loves it, but like here, it's just like
Yep.
in a weird void. I guess it feels.
Another thing I had was innovativeness and self-improvement. So it's kind of hard, but try and making yourself stand out from the crowd,
Being unique.
Being
Yeah.
unique.
Definitely be unique.
And then it's a bit cringe, but going back and watching your streams
Anything.
and
watching
seeing
yourself
what you
back
could
and-
do better.
Watching back on
What
this
can you
of us
improve on?
previously looks cringy.
Yeah.
I feel weird listening to myself.
I
And
never-
I'll listen to this podcast later, and I'm gonna be like, "What the? Am I
I
saying?"
listen to the podcast. I never watch it on
But what I
YouTube.
do-
I'm like,
I don't watch it. I listened to the
shame.
podcast of us doing, like, I was working on something. I wasn't even playing a game. No, I was actually, no, I was playing a game. I was playing Minecraft. Listen to the podcast, and I just had to imagine that this wasn't me talking. It was someone else.
Yeah.
Because it's so weird hearing myself and picking up, realizing that I have, like, a weird stutter, lisp.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what? That's not me. But it is me.
Yeah, but it's just like anything in life. You gotta do personal development on
It
it.
makes sense
Yeah.
why Johnny
Yeah.
Depp doesn't watch his own movies.
Exactly.
It's not as bad as it is.
I'm gonna leave my most important one till the end. This is personally, I think cameras are pretty essential. Now, I watch a lot of
Yes.
streams that don't have cameras. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
There are ones that you can watch without cameras, but I feel as an audience, I like a camera because it's more personal.
Yes.
And if you crack a joke in chat, you can see their reaction. Like,
Yes.
and people feed off that
It's
personal
entertainment. It's all
connection.
entertainment.
You know, I find it better. Like, I can connect with someone that's just got a good
And that's the thing
microphone.
too. That gets me as well. When there's even
know.
though when it's intense or if it's not an
But I'm a
intense
visual
moment.
person. I
And when
need that
someone
visual.
like makes a comment or follows, and you can see the difference between someone that notices that someone's commented, or even when if they're not like talking, they don't reply, they read it, and
Yeah.
you can see that they laugh about it. And then there's those that just you can kind of see they read, but they just still got that blank stare, just like, oh, that was funny, or okay, someone said something and I'm going to read it, but it's just like they're dead inside.
Yeah,
and
I
there's
never
others that
really
are just like,
thought about
oh
that.
yeah, it's kind of funny. You can see like human
Yeah.
like chuckle to themselves while they're focused, but they're chuckling to themselves. Or and that balances
Yeah.
to me what's a good entertainer that I want to watch, because I've seen so many that are just so. Oh, yeah, thanks for following, and they're still
like
like,
this.
and they're dead inside, and there's nothing really serious
Yeah.
going on, and they're not
Yeah.
even that focused. And then someone's like in a very focused situation, but they're able to like balance between the two. And they're just like,
It
hey,
does
yeah.
kind of make you see the streamer's personality.
Exactly.
You know?
I think it comes down to the streamer whether they want to show themselves or not.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
if you're first starting out and you kind
You're gonna
of,
be nervous.
Yeah,
That's
if you're
the big-
nervous and you don't really feel like,
Well, I say, I don't know if you've
do
got
it.
any
Or it
doctors.
might not be for the fact that you don't have a camera if you're starting out.
I lost
Yeah.
my camera.
Oh, in saying that, yeah, like tech is not important.
But I'll say the
You
big
can
thing
have 20,000 people and still have a crappy mic, crappy camera.
is people
You
still
know,
love
if
it.
you're entertaining, people won't care
But
about
that's the
those
big thing
things.
for me is
you
like
know?
always trying to like,
I don't even use my green screen anymore, like,
yeah, well, you
because
got
I'm
better.
more comfortable just like being able to roll around my
It's
chair.
like I guess with videos, even if you're a YouTuber with streaming, it's just like talking to an audience that's either there or not there. Because
Yeah.
like I have that, it's really hard for me. I always
well,
found
that's
that
my
like
next one, keeping the channel live, talk.
even
if
like
there's no
I've
one
been
there.
trying to like even though no one's watching, I'm trying to like
Yeah.
talk to myself and
Yeah.
imagine that people
Yeah,
are
I
watching
think
me, and
it's
it's really
really
hard.
important.
It sounds crazy,
'Cause
but it does.
It'd, like
draw
be like you're in
people
a conversation, like people are watching, and then if people join halfway through, they're joining partway through the entertainment conversation, even though you're just talking to yourself.
Yeah.
It's really weird, and it's just a hard thing to kind of train yourself doing, because you either really quiet, someone joins in, then you gotta like keep
Yeah.
perk yourself, because I feel like I'm dead quiet sometimes, and it's just dead playing, and then someone jumps in, and I kind of perk myself up, like, oh, someone's here, thank you for watching me. And
I
it's
feel
like,
like, to an extent, that's where like podcasts, what we're doing now,
Yeah.
are a little bit different because obviously we've got each other to bounce
and
off.
exactly, that's exactly it.
And we technically don't really have an audience as such,
But
Yeah.
but
there's us here
like,
talking.
we're still you know talking
And
to the
trying
camera
to-
and stuff, trying to engage the camera, trying to engage people that are currently listening.
invisible
Yeah.
people that
Invisible
will
people
be there
hold someone
eventually.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. Like, as somebody who does stream, this is why I'm looking at the camera, trying to make people think that I'm also, or make people feel like I'm talking to
Including
them as
them,
well.
yeah. When me, I'm looking most of the time. I'm looking at the spot of the
Yeah,
car.
sorry guys, I
reflecting
tend to
the
stare at the
shadow, like,
carpet. It's my thinking voice.
Like it's, I know, and I'm
Thinking-
looking at the
thinking
shadow,
face.
and I'm always looking down, and I'm just like, well, there's the shadow there, and it's
Yeah.
looking weird shaped, but
Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but just talk to yourself if you have to. But that leads on to my next point, which is my second last and probably my second most important point is I think you, as a streamer, you shouldn't obsess over your view count. And it's really hard at the start because you're like, oh my god, why is no one watching me? Oh my god, what am I doing wrong?
exactly, I guess.
Don't obsess over your account. The viewers that you do have, be attentive to them because they will pass on and go, oh my god, you should
check out this person.
check out this person, or blah 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 is playing this game, go watch that. So
that can be a little bit difficult though.
Yeah.
Like if you've got someone that just pops into your stream and doesn't say anything, but you're still there saying, "Hey, how's it going?" and you're not getting
yeah.
a response. That
I don't engage unless they start chatting first.
See, I'd probably mistakenly try to engage them before.
Yeah.
Yeah, because those people that pop in and they don't say anything, they just look at you, see that someone's watching, it's like... And that's, for me, it's just like, who's watching me? But that's why it's exactly the same thing. It's like trying to just be active.
Borderline chill without being psychotic. It's really hard
It's like, because it's hard, because
It's like
I'll be
knowing
like,
someone's in the bushes, but you're not going to acknowledge it till they pop out.
Yeah.
Sorry about the other night, by the way.
And I've had to try to segue that. I've been trying to segue that myself. Like, I'll be like, they're really quiet because it's a focused moment, and just be like, I kind of notice that they're watching, and then be like, okay, let's just ignore them for a bit. They've been there for a while, and just kind of like segue. Hopefully, something happens. So then I can like, oh my god, this is amazing. This
like I said, we've all been there, done that. Like, we are pros. This is just
creeping in
general
a stream,
but just trying to like be active, like
because I've been in chats with 50 people and the chat's dead.
I creeped in Stasis' stream for a while.
Yeah, he's the constant creeper.
Lurking in the bushes.
And now I'm a mod.
Do you guys want to say any more things before I say my most important one?
I'm good.
So the most important thing is making a brand. You got to brand yourself. All right, you got to sell yourself on Instagram. Like, you don't have to have a U-Butte logo, but you need to brand yourself.
Just
I think that's more of. I think that, but though I think that's more of progressive over time.
I'm already trying to take that on. Like, I've been taking that pickle thing to Helltown.
No, but even from the start, like even your first ever stream, make your name, then make your Instagram that name, or make an Instagram for that name. Like, you should be putting your content out there.
Well, it's important. Social media is an important aspect of becoming, a content creator.
It is nowadays, sadly.
As you can see, like I'm saying from perspective of a consumer, you could say.
Yeah.
This is what I notice. This is what I see. This is what I think is more effective. As a consumer, you got to think from that perspective, and kind of go, they could do this to improve it. Doesn't mean that they're going to. They might do it down the track, but this is things that would kind of go, oh, that would make me want to watch them more, or or it would spark more interest to go back to them if you haven't watched them in a while.
No,
and I think social media is really important for it.
Well, that's like me. Like, I've taken my thing and I'm trying to like. Different thing I have, I've pickled it. Just to try, even though it might not even go anywhere, but I'm thinking ahead. So, like, my TikTok account, my YouTube account, like, everything's related. Like, the whole thing behind PickleTube TV was, like, it being YouTube-based, but kind of making homage to Twitch with the old TV kind of thing. But then I'm like, every different thing. So, like, my Discord account is Pickle Discord. My TikTok is Pickle TikTok. Like, I'm making it, like, it's not just the one name, it's across, like, this is the different variations of being related to that thing. The only thing that has PickleTube is my Instagram. I could have called Picklegram, which I'm thinking I might change it.
Picklegram.
But yeah, it's like all trying to like brand each individual thing related to it being the same big family.
In other words, you're progressively creating your brand.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing, which is terrific. And basically, is an important aspect of it. And if you don't create a brand, how can you sell yourself?
Yeah.
And that's like with me, we've got Melican, which has been my gamer tag for God knows how long, but then my photography is captured by Melican.
Yeah, which is good.
That way it sort of ties in together.
It makes sense because people know where it all links up to, which is a good idea. Rebrand.
Yeah.
The brand.
It does become hard, though. Yeah. Like, streaming is a hard balance. I've been on a break for a long time because with day-to-day life, there's a lot to do,
But that's the thing, you'll have, and that's the thing, you still got that thing, you still got
and
that fan base that will support you, even though you burn out, you will come back to it.
Yeah.
You've got a solid fan base when they will be like, oh, sweet, and you got people watching you again. Like, people will always come back.
It slowly builds, guys. It slowly builds, and,
I think it's those important aspects of everything where if you're part of the community, you can keep up to date, be well informed, which is the social media aspect of it. Being entertaining, which would basically keep people going rather than just creeping in the background and just kind of lurking.
I'm actually thinking about referring back to that with everything that is changing with Mixer. Because I'm thinking about Mixer was trying to be like a massive community where it was like not just streaming, it was watching.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking about going with where they're going. Are they trying to make it more just be streaming and not just be a watcher? Like they're trying to push more.
No. They're trying to make it a more money thing.
Yeah, well, that's like they're like be more
for them
money,
and
be
less
more
paying
streaming,
partners.
But like it's confusing. It's like
Yeah.
it's throwing the community of like everyone's involved in the mix to being. There is no mix. It's just a plate of shit.
I think
We'll see how it goes,
on
eh?
on a different subject to add on top of it. Do you guys think there's too many streaming services?
Yeah, that's
at
exactly
the moment. You've got Mixer, you've got Twitch, which is the huge one.
Twitch is a
like-
juggernaut.
YouTube, Facebook,
YouTube,
and then I'm sure there's
Facebook,
more going to
Inst-
pop up. I think there already is heaps of more of the stories now, but like different.
You can
styles.
stream on Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. So, to
Snapchat.
add on top of this, do you think there's way too much, and we need to kind of
The competition
scale
is
it
business.
back a bit? Because if there's going to be for so long a lot of people are going to make money off this, it's like a big cash cow. It's going to run out of money.
Yes.
So, and people are going to rely on it unless they've done all these things that we've talked about. The social media, keeping that up, being entertaining as an entertainer, keeping your fan base there, interacting whether you've got nothing or huge numbers. It's if you don't keep all those things going, when the cash cow eventually does bust,
Yeah.
the people that keep on top of that are the ones that are going to still be making money afterwards.
Yeah.
And because you get a lot of, I would say, titty tubers, you could say, just
But I guess
that
it
they're
comes-
there for the money, and when that dwindles out,
But
they'll
I think
just
the
move on to
biggest
something else.
part of streaming is games, though.
Yeah, exactly, and that's
The more games,
the games
talk
and,
off like bad.
and that's another aspect of it. The reason why you go see it, you go to a channel to watch the game. The thing that keeps you there is the content.
Because there's a
creator.
balance between just a streamer and a gamer streamer. There's so many different types of streaming.
Well, that
that's the
actually
thing.
leads into our next topic. Is streaming a legitimate job?
Yes.
It is. Nowadays, it is.
Well,
I feel it's a
in the
proper
day of,
business game.
like, in the time we're living in with esports and
The digital...
online celebrities,
Well, that's the thing, because you've not... This online celebrity, you got everything streaming.
streaming
services.
is a job, but I don't think everyone should treat it as a job. Like, you should always have a backup plan. That's what my
Yes.
personal
Well, yeah,
opinion is.
it's
That was the
like
same- well, that was the
saying
same with
that with
YouTube.
cosplayers that make money as well. It's great to have fun if you can make it into a job. I like legitimately make into a job. That's awesome, but you shouldn't go. All right, I can make all this money and start milking stuff. That's only going to last for so long,
Yeah.
unless you can keep it going and have all the aspects
And that's a
feeding
big,
it.
drastic thing.
Now, it can be a job if you're dedicated, creative, and professional. In my opinion, you can make it a job.
I feel like in that respect though, you've got to especially for the cosplayers, you've got to have some form of financial backing initially to get you there.
Yes,
You've got to have something that can keep you going until you can get there. You can't just turn around and go, right, my job sucks. I'm just going to stream from now on. That's all I'm going to do.
Yeah.
You've got to...
Some people are luckily enough gone
Wait.
through that, but like
Yeah.
that's out of sheer luck where it's just managed to happen for them. But to just do that for any normal person,
Well, you got to
like, that's-
think. Are you going to get
hard.
bored?
Yeah.
For a start, like people don't even think. Sometimes the streamers get
'Cause
bored,
that's a lot
so
of
you
those
gotta have a
community.
backup plan. What if you get
A lot of those communities where you got
dumb.
YouTubers, streamers,
You know?
cosplayers, they're people just like, oh, this is a bad trend. I'm just going to jump on the bandwagon, which can kind of saturate the whole community for a lot of people because everyone just wants to get onto that, link onto it, and then realize it's not their thing.
And that's what I was saying before.
And the balance.
This oversaturation of so many places you can watch streaming. So many
That's what I mean, there's so much
streamers
competition.
out
So
there.
watch it go through
It's-
stages.
Yeah, it's going through stages, and like with anything else, if there's way too much of it, and you have too much choice, everyone's going to be battling out and fighting for it. Unless you're good, and you've got a solid community,
Streamer battle royale.
yeah, it's like streamer battle royale. That's what it's coming to, and eventually, like for example, saying with Mixer, it's if they want to start making money, they're going to start tightening at that belt and start, taking some of the money away from those streamers. And when those streamers start coming and going, well, I'm not making as much money as I was. I'm the best.
They need to
what I'm
put
doing."
things in place.
They're
for
going to
that.
put things in place,
Like
or they're
advertising,
going to
like
start
Twitch
working
did.
harder.
And they need to, definitely start not... Because I guess now with like the subscribe button coming thing, that's allowing more people, which isn't helping. You need to make it harder so that it's kind of like culling out the weaker links, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't think about it this way. Like, someone might be subbed to a partner, right? They're like, this partner's cool, I'm going to sub to them. However, they've got someone they like more that's been a friend for ages that isn't a partner.
Yeah.
Well, eventually they're going to go, oh, I can't afford to sub to both.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop subbing this partner because my friend's more cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that
It's
is a
one of those
problem.
things.
Oh, it's like with Twitch Prime, you get one each month.
Yep.
So you kind of choose, and you can
Yep.
stick with one, but it kind of goes, oh, I'll go with this one because I'm friends with them, or...
Yeah.
See, my biggest thing with, using streaming and that sort of thing
As a job.
as a legitimate job, how the hell do you do your tax? Like, what?
Sure,
Well, they had that
do you
issue
know-
with
what do you-
Snapchat, didn't they?
Yeah, well, it's
What do you
like, how do you
classify?
do your tax? Because technically everything that's being given to you is like a donation as such. Now, you're not, unless you've got an ABN, you're not a business. This is speaking purely from Australian point of view. I don't know about other countries and stuff. But unless you've got an ABN, you're not a business as such. So that money that's coming in, that money is...
Donated, charitable.
It's charitable, but again, you're not a registered charity.
No, exactly.
So
After
how
a
do you-
certain amount, then,
how do you?
I think
how
there
do
is
you-
a certain
How do you
amount.
do your taxes and stuff? Like, what do you class your job as? What tax bracket do you put yourself into? What can you claim on? Like, in theory, you can claim almost anything on tax if you're a streamer because you got to buy the computer setup, you got to buy the game, so on and so forth.
Yeah. You
But
got
on
to
the same-
travel. and-
Imagine you just make your earning at your
but
wage
on
and
the
then
same token,
tax.
how do you turn around to the taxation department and say, "Oh yeah, these people just give me money because they
As a
want
partner, they'd have to claim it, I'm pretty sure.
I imagine there must be a circumstances with their
Yeah.
manager that they work with,
to." I feel
or the
like
handler or whatever.
I feel like for it to be a legitimate job, you'd need to be ridiculously good at finances.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's why a lot of
I
those
think
things
there
have,
would
like,
most likely
handlers.
be some sort of support group now for it. Or at least
in
other
theory.
streamers helping other streamers.
Because that's
Yeah.
like going.
If it
it's
hasn't
weirdly
been
enough,
sorted
but,
out
like,
now, tax department's going to have a field.
Because that's what I'm wondering. Because they don't really. I don't know. You like. So I guess you got to be partnered to have a handler because going to a different stuff. Going to TikTok. I remember early on when you could partner. I was reading through all these things, and when you actually become kind of like a verified user or something like that,
Yeah.
you actually get a handler that handles with you, and I don't know. And then they help you promote
Like
stuff.
an accountant.
Yeah, and it's like I guess maybe that might be the same thing.
Maybe,
I don't
yeah.
know. Like you have someone that helps balance things out, and then they start working a process, and maybe that's how you get paid donations. But then you
Well,
gotta
that
put it
might
in
be a thing with Twitch as well. They might have someone that helps.
Or do
out
they-
and
do
goes,
they
hey,
choose-
Look, you're earning a certain
or do they
amount.
just they're working? They choose. So, okay, this is how much I'm coming in. This is how much I'm going to put down as being taxed,
Yeah.
and they just force pay tax.
Yeah.
Like
Well, with Twitch donations, wouldn't Twitch be held liable because they're the middleman
yeah,
for it
maybe.
that's handling the money? So
they transfer the-
obviously
they
they'll
take their
have
cut, which
someone
is-
that helps them out with that
If
aspect.
you're a
Well-
full-time streamer, let us know.
Yeah. Another thing to consider is streaming so big that it is a legitimate job, or do you think it's a trend that may die down eventually?
it's a balance between the two. I feel like
Do you
there's a
think
lot.
it will ever just die out?
I don't think it will ever.
Do
Oh,
you think now
I-
it's a thing to stay for online celebrities?
I feel like with basically all celebrity type things, you'll get to a certain age point and people will just go, "I'm not watching you anymore,"
well,
even though you're entertaining.
also, there's even that. There's either the audience that goes, "I'm done with you," or there's even the person themselves,
And that's the
entertainer,
risk you go.
that gets that point
Hey.
and go because there was on YouTube there was the
The risk you run as
the
a
meme that chick, the
streamer.
overly obsessed girlfriend.
Yeah.
She after 7 years of being on YouTube, she said she's finally giving it up.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm done. Like that's the same thing as I guess as a streamer. Like where do you get to that point? You go, okay, I've done this. I'm going to retire from this.
Yeah.
I guess
And
you
if
know
you
when
don't
make
have
a
a backup
decision.
plan,
and
it's
then you
screwed.
go to a job interview and they're like, "So what have you been doing for the last couple?" "Oh, I've been playing computer games."
I'm a streamer. I was big.
Yeah.
What was
I was
your
a
name? Oh, you don't
celebrity.
remember me? I'm Ninja.
Yeah. Yeah. Celebrity.
I think that it's a progression of the day and age and the times. It's like, well, how many blacksmiths are there really these days?
It's
You
very
know,
over.
Yeah, exactly. It's
They're on YouTube.
progression. It's society creates and destroys jobs, and
Evolves.
it
With the
it
modern-
evolves.
Society
So,
evolves.
society evolves. Like maybe streamers might go away when Elon Musk finally gets his Neuralink, so everyone can just link up, and then there's no point of watching streamers.
Matrix.
Yeah, we can just relive memories. But that's another talk. But yeah, it's a progression of the time. Like it might fade It might not. We don't know. I won't say right now it's the golden era of streaming.
No, it's still...
It's
early.
still
Sorry.
too early. Exactly.
Yeah.
So that means we might even still have another 10 years.
I
of
feel
it.
like, yeah, we're still in that area.
Yeah.
So
Still early
general
on.
consensus. Mine's a yes with a huge underlying but and however.
Yeah. It's like with
You
YouTube.
know? Yeah.
Yeah.
YouTube back in the day it used to be like, you can make lots of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then as soon as YouTube changed, how
Network.
how it worked, that screwed over a lot of
Yeah.
content creators
Yeah.
and they had to change
Yeah.
up everything. The same thing may happen with, all these streaming services.
Yeah.
And it's...
See, and Xbox making it easy to stream from your console. Everyone thinks they're a streamer now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
I think a lot, and this is no offense to people, but a lot are in denial that they can make it a legitimate job.
And this sort of goes as well. This sort of goes back to one of our original podcasts where Dale was talking about, he'll jump onto Fortnite and people have just chucked a YT something on their game tag
Yes,
because you
all
can
of-
stream so
And you look it up,
easily
and that's
from-
but not even that. You look, they have all that YouTube gamer tags or TYT, and then you look up, and they don't even have an account. They're just making that brand name, like make it look like they do. It's just like, why?
Mm.
Like,
I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's.
Well,
I think it is a phase, but it's still early stages. So I think it's got a long period of time with where we're at the moment before
it's still going. Yeah, it's still in toddler phase.
And,
or
and it's
early
not...
childhood.
It's a mixture of... It's not really up to the streamers. The streamers evolve and change and adapt with the services. It's the services such as Twitch and Mixer, what they put down and their rules and their, what they want to give to the people. And they make the changes, not the streamers. Like, their influencers, they could, they'll have evolve and change with time.
It'll be always
It's pretty
community.
much in the same sense of what happened with YouTube, like I said before. They changed, evolved, and changed it, and whoever stayed, whoever left.
Yeah.
And the same thing will happen with all the streaming services.
Yeah.
And, and because we've got so much choice, it's, it's still early, very early.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Well, we might wrap it up. If anyone wants to give a quick shout out to any streamers they want to,
Stay Space Mayhem.
thanks, guys. Any streamers you like to watch? You want to give a quick plug?
yeah, I'm a huge Tarkov player, so Deadly Slob and Pesty.
And where can we find them?
Millman.
YouTube?
Well, yeah, Twitch.
YouTube, Twitch.
Yeah.
Anyone, Dale?
Isn't it Duke?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, that's the only one I really...
Australian mixer
That's the only one I
streamers.
really like. It's pretty
Duke or
decent.
Fluke. Make sure
Except
you
for MK.
make sure you find him.
Sub-Zero.
Tell him we sent you.
Dookie.
Yeah.
Duke's pretty lit.
MKAU Gaming,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always
Mixer,
entertaining, though.
Twitch,
He's always entertaining.
especially Twitch guys. Maddie, anyone you want to give a quick shout out to?
Look, I do like watching Snow Pixie every now and then on Twitch.
Yeah.
She plays a lot
Noticed
of
that.
sort of indie games. Yeah. She plays a lot of indie games, so she plays a lot of stuff that almost nobody else plays.
Yeah.
And
Which
it's
is good.
really quite interesting to watch.
Yeah.
So it's, it's not exactly exciting gameplay, but
Yeah.
it's something different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when, almost everyone's playing Fortnite or...
And that's a good thing too, I guess, because it's unique, but then also introduces you to get new games of like, oh, I might play that.
Yeah,
That looks cool. That's interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, Snow Pixie's probably,
Yeah.
aside from yourself as well, Snow
Oh,
Pixie's
thank
probably my
you,
big one.
guys. I was going to say Duke as well. Duke or Fluke, Mixer. My friend in America, Selfless V, pretty mad PUBG player. Yes, that's a wrap of our show. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe on YouTube. You can listen to our podcast pretty much anywhere. We'll upload links for you. Make sure you check out our website to see all the new and recent reviews and news.
Just gang signs.
Just like ruins my outro, but whatever.
MKU.
Check out our website, guys. We got heaps of new stuff up there. We love you guys. Peace.
Bye.